Hey guys, Justin Dramino from DragonBlogger.com here, and I'm showing you how I achieved one of the most difficult achievements in Star Traders Frontiers, at least for me anyway. The achievement I finally unlocked was Xeno Slayer, and Xeno Slayer, you have to win 20 crew battles against Xeno on difficulty hard in less than 10 years. This was a significant achievement to accomplish because you only have 10 years to do it, and Xeno are so unbelievably difficult. So you see, I chose to do it with a pirate captain because I found out that if you explore on planets, you can't trigger crew combat with Xenos often enough in 10 years. And so when you attack Xeno ships, and if you gear yourself to where you're a ship-to-ship combat, you could constantly do boardings, and you can possibly do 3 or 4 Xeno boarding combats and crew combats in a single ship combat. So I decided to do with a pirate captain, but hiring Xenos. That way when I'm on planets, I could trigger cards to release Xenos. I already decked out my skills, my talents with my crew. I do not have a combat captain because you don't want your captain to die and it be instantly game over, because again, you have to do this in hard mode where it's permadeath. So I primarily leveraged a doctor who had combat medic and swordsman, and I did this so he could have a combination of both a sword and a pistol to give him better defense and better attack, and so he's a dual weapon. Of course, I've got another swordsman in there, because swordsmen are really good for close-up damage, absorb as much claw melee damage as possible from the Xenos, and that works out pretty well as well. You can see the talents: Balance Blade, Bravery Line, Sharp Counter, and Flash Fury. Again, Flash Fury and things that knock the Xeno back one slot are very good. I've got 2 high-level Xeno Hunters, or higher level. It was enough to do it. The best way to try to accomplish this is when the Xeno are still low level. So I've got 1 Xeno Hunter decked out with the higher, level equipment and weapons. We are hunters, prevents morale loss. And of course, you get your talents tailored to where they can hunt in combat. I particularly like ones that do plasma damage to 2 Xeno at the same time. It's a good way to help pick off 2 Xenos at the same time, having 2 of your Xeno Hunters in the back 2 lines or the 3rd and 4th combat slot. And of course, if you're going for harvesting for Xeno artifacts, you want Macabre Harvest, of course, because then with Macabre Harvest, Plasma Burner for me is, and the 2 Xeno Hunters in the back 3rd and 4th combat slot are the best. So what I'll do is I'll patrol, and both my Xeno Hunters can replace my card with a combat card, so, with a Xeno card. I have my ship ops, my pilot, everything as high up as possible. Again, I'm a low-level captain relatively, because if your captain's a low level, the Xenos will be a little weaker. My goal is to get in fast, get to within range 3 so I can board the Xeno, and I can start winning the Xeno combats. You can see I was victorious 17 total times. I just need to win 3 more times in crew combat, and I unlock that achievement. And I only have less than a year left to do it. It's already date 219.43, and I gotta be done before 220. So I'm almost out of time. Let's go ahead and start doing this. My pilot skill's too low. I'm undercrewed from morale issues, so I got to get my hire some staff to make sure I get my pilot percentages up here. You want to have a high pilot. You want to have a high navigation. Pilot is particularly useful when you're in close range, whereas navigation is more useful when you're in range 4 and 5. I'm going to auto train these new crew recruits because I don't really care about what default talents they get. Level up anybody that needs to level up. Auto train them. Alright, let's do this. Let's try to unlock this. Let's see if the weapon smuggler has any better weapons for me. Level 7 weaponry I've unlocked. That's another good thing, is you want to take advantage of that higher level weaponry where you can. It makes a huge difference. Don't try to do crew combat with Xeno unless you have at least level 4, level 5 weaponry and armor to absorb the damage. They'll kill your crew too fast. Now here you can see this gun and this gun are about the same, except one uses less initiative, the other one does a little more damage. In this case, I'd rather use less initiative because you want to have as many attacks per round as possible. When you use 11 initiative, you can often get somebody with a high quickness. You can often get 2 shots off in a single round for that crew member in crew combat. So that's important for me. we're using ooh, I could use the Secure Line pistol, which is a level 7 compared to the Surefire X4. It does way more damage. A little bit less on the low end, but higher on the high end. Same on the high end, actually, just plus better piercing. Do I got ooh, Kingston Dirk. That's 31 to 76 damage. Yep, that'll do. A little better there. The other reason why you want a combat medic is you want to have somebody who can heal your crew when the Xeno damage them. They can take off poison. Again, that's really important because I must have done 35 attempts to beat and get this achievement, the Steam achievement unlocked. And with permadeath, when you get close and you do you play the game for 100 hours and then die and have to start over, and 100 hours die and start over. I had to get this right. I had permadeath on the line. Xeno are extremely difficult. This was a real tough achievement for me. Alright, now patrol we'll replace with Xeno card. See if we can trigger a Xeno to appear. Did not trigger the Xeno that time. So in this case, I'm not interested in fighting. I'll just retreat. Let's see if I can trigger the Xeno again. Oh, no. Did not trigger the Xeno. Now I gotta pass time until I can trigger the Xeno cards again. Because look, no Xeno. Nothing I can do. So I gotta somehow pass time until I can trigger the Xeno cards. In this case, I'll do other missions just to pass time until I can unlock my cards and get my cards back. The cooldown period of my talents.